By sharing the peace of Jesus Christ with one another, we've also shared the welcome of Jesus Christ with one another. And I welcome all of those who are worshiping with us for the first time, and I ask that you would take the blue and white welcome card that can be found in your pew and fill it out and put it in the offering plate later in the service, that we might get to know you just a little bit better and welcome you more fully to this fellowship. And I'd ask that each of you take the red ritual of friendship pad and pass it to your neighbor, that we can learn each other by name and greet each other by name this day. I'd ask that you would keep in your prayers this week, especially on Monday, those who are traveling within our community. The Footsteps of Faith students and leaders are going to be traveling home on Monday, and I'd ask that you keep them in prayer. And then the mission team that's visiting the Umoja Partnership in Kenya is traveling out on Sunday and Monday, and ask that you keep that team in your prayer. At this time, I'd ask that Elder Carol Terzo come forward and offer a moment of discipleship concerning the nominating committee.
Lately, when I walk into Second on Sunday mornings, there is a song that keeps running in my head. It is not one found in our hymnal. It is not one playing on a Christian radio station. It is not a piece of classical music by Handel or Bach, but it is a classic. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. This is an exciting time, or per the song, a time of excitations for Second Presbyterian Church. I think we have all felt good vibrations under Chris Henry's leadership. But now is the time for you to be an active part in these good vibrations. The nominating committee needs your nominations of members who would be great deacons and great elders. We also need nominations for next year's nominating committee. But wait, there's even more excitations, as we have 2 leadership positions open, one for member engagement ministries and one for children's ministries. Unlike most denominations, we, the members of this congregation, get to fill these positions with persons who are specifically qualified for our congregation. Therefore, we need nominations for people to serve on that search committee, the Associate Pastor Nominating Committee. And more excitations. We want to make it easy for you to submit your nominations. There are forms and boxes like this all around the church. Or you can go on the church website, secondchurch.org/nominate, where there is an easy button for nominations. And if that is still too difficult, you will be receiving an email from Pastor Henry with a link for you to submit your nominations. Oh, and if you feel you are personally called to serve, there is no shame in self-nomination. That's how I became a deacon many years ago. So please submit your nominations for 1, deacons, 2, elders, 3, the 2020 nominating committee, and 4, the search committee for our 2 new leadership positions. The deadline for all nominations is July 31st. Please submit your nominations and be part of and experience these good vibrations. Thank you.
Brothers and sisters, the words of Scripture come to mind today, words that tell us how the story of faith is told. The psalmist says, "One generation proclaims your mighty deeds to the next." In just a few moments, we will have the joy of baptizing one whom God has called and speaking God's blessing on a 1-month-old. We also have the opportunity this morning to give thanks to God for one who on Wednesday will reach the milestone birthday of 100. I want to take a moment to recognize this milestone in the life of Betty Olson, and I'd like to invite Mrs. Olson to stand so that you can see our goal for what 100 looks like. Would you stand? Betty, on behalf of your whole family of faith, we give thanks to God for the witness of your life and for the strength of your journey this far, and we wish you God's blessings into your bright future as well. The flowers this morning are given in celebration of your birthday from the Ream Guild, and we all celebrate this day in your life and recognize with you and for you the milestone of this day. It does occur to me that perhaps the greatest gift of a church like Second Presbyterian Church is that within our community we have represented every generation currently alive. As one whose own children have grandparents many hundreds of miles away, it warms my heart and fills my spirit to know that we have grandparents in great excess here at Second to celebrate in our own family. And as the generations gather, we remember that we are all together a part of the family of God.